Hello, all you beautiful people. This is Intentional Healing, and I am Nicole Bridger. Today, I want to talk to you about self-doubt. It's something that we all experience, and it's just a matter of what you do with it and how you work with it that makes all the difference. So self-doubt can look like a number of ways. Most of the time it's that little voice in your head that says, I don't think so. You really think that you should do that? Or maybe somebody else would do it better. Or maybe there's already enough people doing that. Or I don't know if we've got what it takes. Do we really deserve to do that? Have that? And there's kind of two ways that we can deal with it. One is to agree with it and let it have us play small. You're right. Yeah, probably shouldn't bother. Yeah, looking too risky, might make a fool of myself, and shrink. Or we argue with it. Come on, what are you talking about? No, we need this. We need this to happen. Come on, we're gonna make this happen, and we push. We push harder. And I think we can all recall moments where we've gone to either one. Probably you have a tendency of leaning more into one or into the other. More a tendency to shrink back, or more a tendency to push harder. The thing about both of those actions is that they are coming from fear. Both of them are actually listening to the deeper fear and then having that as the motivator to move forward. And what we actually want to do is be able to shift it and move from love. So how do we do that? Sounds like a lovely idea. I know. So how we do that is to listen. Listen to the feelings that are uncomfortable. Take a deep breath, take a moment. Ask yourself, where in my body am I feeling these uncomfortable feelings? You may want to place your hand there and listen. If this part of me could talk, what would it say? What is it saying? How is it trying to help me, protect me? What is it afraid of? Very often, with self-doubt, the voice is a kind of fear of failure, a feel of making a fool of yourself, a fear of being seen. And the only way to remedy it for real, not just cower or push, is to listen to that part of you. Listen to it and hear it and see it. See how it's actually trying to help you. It thinks that it's safer to play small. It thinks the only way is to push harder. But listen in to your specific feelings in your specific voice. And then the way to heal it is to actually thank it. Thank you for trying so hard my whole life, most likely. Trying so hard to get me to the thing, or trying so hard to protect me from getting hurt. But now we are learning how to move forward from love. Because the thing is that your higher self, your divine self, your true self knows that you are safe to shine. In fact, it is your divine calling, your purpose in this lifetime, to figure out who you really are, who you really want to be in this lifetime, and be it. And self-doubt is just believing something that's not true, something from your mind self, from your fear self, because it's had an experience before that didn't feel so good. That's all. So what life is about is learning how to listen to your divine self. And we do that by bringing our mind self, or our scared one, or our little one, along with us. Give them a big hug and say, it's going to be okay. We're finding our way forward. Another thing with self-doubt that I experience myself is that it can shut off your intuition. Maybe some of you have experienced this also. So intuition is simply listening to your higher self. Each one of us has a higher self, has a soul, whatever word you want to use, that is connected to the infinite wisdom, source, universe, whatever word works for you there too. When we doubt ourselves, it's like we are betraying source. We are somehow saying our mind knows better, not our soul. And it instantly cuts off that connection that you have to infinite wisdom. I mean, it truly is infinite wisdom. If you learn to trust and to listen, that is true wisdom and true power. But as soon as we doubt ourselves, we give the steering wheel to our mind selves, to our ego self, if that works for you, that word. Kind of saying, Spirit, I don't need you. So this is really about building trust with yourself, that it's okay to listen. It's okay to listen to your higher self. It's okay to be learning how to hear that. And then begin to work in partnership with your divine self, rather than betraying it, thinking that you can do this all on your own. And your intuition can show up in many ways. Everyone experiences it a little bit different. It could be a nudge, a random thought. For me, the thoughts come in with a vibration, a good feeling, a just kind of inspired feeling, and they're usually out of the blue. Your higher self always feels good. You may receive a message from your higher self, and then moments later your mind self goes into fear. So you may receive a message, you should go after that job, and think, oh, that feels good, that seems exciting. And then mind self goes, nope. So it's really about learning, and I hear this question a lot, is, how do I know when it's my mind and when it's my soul? And it's about practice and play and listening and feeling. So all of the answers are in feeling. You can feel into one direction and feel into the other, or feel into a thought and feel into an opposing thought. One is going to feel good and expansive and what I call zhuzhi. I'm not sure that's a real word. The other is going to feel restricted, constricted, fear-based, maybe pushing hard, resisting. And as you practice and keep playing with that and keep nudging yourself into the good feeling thought and taking inspired action, then the infinite wisdom is going to be able to communicate more with you and send you more messages. Sometimes people receive messages in their dreams, sometimes through visuals. You can ask for a specific image, and then you might end up seeing it around a lot. Some people receive feelings or knowingness, or actually hear words. We have the ability to do all of those, or use all of those modalities. Just often someone will have one that's a little bit stronger than the other ones off the bat. And the more that you say yes, the more that you listen, the more the messages will come through. And this is about trusting, because when the message comes through, then you have divine choice. Am I going to listen? Am I going to take inspired action? Or am I going to stay in self-doubt, where it feels safer? But of course, staying small, staying in suffering is not safer. But it's, of course, your choice, your divine choice. So I hope that's helpful for you guys, this topic of self-doubt and how it blocks intuition. And I wish you fun practicing. Remember, it should be fun to practice listening and building your intuition. And let it be fun to build your self-confidence, build your trust. I wish you a blessed day. Be well.